Hi everyone, I've been very fortunate to get some fantastic happy mail this week and last week, and also I want to introduce you to my next journal planning. So stick around and I'll show you what I'm up to. First of all, I got some happy mail from the lovely Pauline from Junk Journal Collective here in New Zealand. She's just beautiful person, does amazing work, and I love having little chats to her on Messenger. She's made these beautiful little journal cards. She's so clever, and the way she puts stuff together is just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's stapled. How clever is that? I would never have thought of that. So there you go. If you haven't got glue, you can staple and you wouldn't even know. Tiny little one. Then this is really interesting. I'm not sure if it's bark or she knows me. I do some odd things with some of my stuff, as you might have noticed by now, or if it's like a laminate. But that's really interesting. I haven't, oh, it is bark. It just had a little bit of dust in it. Just remember, I just thought about that. If you're going to be making journals to send overseas, be very careful if you're going to be using this kind of thing, because it'll get stopped at the border potentially, being organic material. I made a mistake once. I put some skeleton leaves into a piece of Happymail and went to send it to Australia, and I realised that might not get through, and it'd be such a shame if you put all that effort into it and the postal stops it. So if you are planning overseas mail, don't put organic stuff. So because I'm not 100% sure if this is like a laminate, you know, like the kitchen laminate stuff, or it's actual bark. I do want to do a botanical or woodlands thing. Might take me a couple of years, but I will get there. So that's really cool. I'm going to have fun playing with that. What's she got here? Oh, some little paper clips. How cute. Oh, she's actually tied the tool onto the top of the paper clip. That's a good idea. Little blossoms. Very cute. Neat. Transparencies. She actually asked me if I wanted this. It actually feels like it could be the you know how you have the inkjet transparencies. It's got like a rough side on one side, but what's really cool about them is they're yellowed, so they always look old, vintagey. So that's neat. I'm sure I will use that somewhere. Thank you. Oh, and there's some white ones, so you can see the difference. There's the clear and there's the yellowed ones. Beautiful. And then she sent me some paper with looks like Chinese writing. I'll need to Google Translate, make sure it's either Chinese, it looks Chinese as opposed to Japanese writing. So I'll have to jump on my phone and do some Google Translate with that. Thank you very much, Pauline. Much appreciated for sending me some happy mail. Then I had my girlfriend went over to the UK, work colleague, and she said, it's just something little, but I know you might use it in your crafting. She's not a crafter, but she knows that I collect stuff, and she even gave it to me in a little paper bag, which of course I'm going to reuse. So thank you, Becky. She got me this motorcycle journal. I'm into motorcycles. I ride a motorbike. This is not the original vintage, but it looks like a reprint from 1928. She got it because she knows I'm into motorcycling, but also it's got these really cool pictures in here, and you know, some old cover sheets and things, advertising, etc. Look at that. How cool is that? So again, I'll add it to my stash for when I do come to do a motorcycle journal, which I will do one day. Pop that one over there. It was, yeah. And then she found in the back of a thrift shop, or an opportunity shop, charity shop, I think she called it. She found these amazing theatre back in the day when they, when you went to the theatre, a program, that's what it is. So these are all authentic. What's the date on this? It's got the month, the date, but it doesn't have a year. Oh, the next season commences in May 1947. So this is pretty old stuff. I'll probably need to strengthen it if I do put it into a journal. But yeah, there you go. How cool is that? So that's one. There's another one here. This is very old. I'll find the date. It's starting to get quite torn. Can we find, oh look, it's got a little flip up. Look at that, isn't that incredible? And another little flip down here. Yeah, she just found it in a charity shop. Now I haven't got a date on here. Ooh. General drapers and funeral directors. That's rather interesting, isn't it? Haven't got a date on that one, but program price 4p. I could probably Google it. What's this one? Oh, 1947 program for a play at the theatre. And then this one got me really excited because you'll see shortly where it's going to fit in with my next journal thinking. But this is a program for the Mikado. And it's fantastic, all the old style pictures, program of music, the old advertisements, and even the paper is just delicious. This looks like it might have got attached to it somewhere. Has this got a date? 1931 to 32 season. So this is really special. And then the last one, the Marriage Market, November 1936. So again, Operatic Society. Yep. All these beautiful treasurer of the Operatic Society at that time, obviously. But look at these advertisements. So I am going to have fun with those, which is really cool. And then my last piece of Happymail was from Sylvia, again from Junk Journal Collectives. And I'm going to do a Japanese journal. You might have seen in an earlier video, a colleague at work went to Japan on holiday and she brought me back a glass pen. So that kind of piqued my interest. So I had a little look around and I did some Googling, and yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Sylvia from Junk Journal Collective, I reached out and said, has anybody got any Japanese paper? Or I think she posted she had some international papers. By the time I got to it, it was a bit late. However, she said she'd have a look for me, and she did. She found me this, which is a book. She went to Japan last year and bought this book while she was over there. So looking at it, she's already had a go at it because I said I almost feel too guilty to chop it up, and she said she's already chopped it up, go for it. But it is an authentic Japanese writing in its proper form, not across the page. And it appears to be a book about this information about the States. I'm going to have to get Google Translate out again and see what it's all about. But this will make fantastic masterboard pieces, and yeah, there's got little flip outs and all sorts of bits and pieces, maps, and so very, very fortunate. Thank you so much, Sylvia. I really, really appreciate that. And in fact, the book itself is starting to deteriorate. I may even use the cover. So let me show you what my plans are. Oops. So I've got a Goldenmeade kit, and it's called Graceful Blossoms, and the pictures are absolutely beautiful. So I thought I'd quickly take you through. I'm going to compliment it. She also has a background kit as well, which I will show you, but I've printed out a few of the pictures which I know I'm going to be using. I haven't decided which one though. This will go on the cover, but they'll also be journal cards, but the images are absolutely beautiful. And the colours are just stunning. It's like a coral, but I also like how it's got the blue. Now when you have a look at that, I mean, I'm leaning to this now. Anyway, we will make that decision soon. But these are what I have printed out. So in her kit, she's got 4 to a page, 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 to a page. There's this 8 to a page. So lots of options size-wise, depending on what you want to do, and 2 to a page. I thought that will go on the cover, but I think they're going to be too big. I could do some cutouts, not 100% sure yet, or maybe the inside possibly, but we'll see how we go. Then I printed on some tracing paper, because I love that now that I've found that. I've printed on some vellum, so I'll have a think about how I'm going to use that. Some more tracing paper, this is some of the backgrounds, and then I've printed out the full kit of backgrounds, and I've this one is probably going to be my zine. I haven't printed on the back of that one. It's nice and neutral. And then upside down. Yes, Helene, you're upside down. I've gone through and I've double-sided that. This is done on 120 GSM paper. So I'll just flip those through. There's 20 backgrounds. So I'm going to have 10 pages. I initially thought I might have a go at Tracy J Design. She does soft cover, you know, basically folded in half with a soft cover. And I haven't done one of those yet, and I'm really tempted to do it. So I'm torn between doing a soft cover with material and lots of yummy things, or doing, you know, cutting it down and putting it into this cover. The colours for that are really stunning. So anyway, let's carry on here. The beautiful moons and the blossoms. Love this one. That is just beautiful. Did I flip that? Bridge, a couple of bridges on here with the blossoms. Stunning, stunning, stunning. The vase. Yep. Liking a lot. The colours are lovely neutrals with that lovely coral. Actually, even looking at my friend who sent me in the craft bag, it's like the colours have aligned with all my Happymail. The inspiration's totally there, isn't it? And look at that, there's your blossoms as well. So that's the kit. And then I started to go through some of my accent papers that I could do. Actually, even that bark might look quite nice that Pauline sent me. And then I also found, you know, the flip chart paper. I scavenged some from work. It was being thrown out, so I got hold of that. It's only white paper, and it's all scrunchy and all the rest of it, but I grabbed it thinking I may use that as a base. Quite often you've seen me and I've done the gessoing and the stamping and inking, so I grabbed that anyway. I'm not sure if I will use it or not, but I grabbed it because, you know, we're not junk journalists, we're not grabbing stuff. Then I went through my stash of papers, trying to find bits and pieces that will go. So I found this black envelope in there. I've already done some embossing. Ignore that part. But what I did like, scrapbook paper, was that. Because of the style, it kind of quite looked Japanese styling with some of this beautiful embossing. I thought that could work. And a gold envelope that somebody must have given me at some stage. Not sure about that. The colours, I'm not sure if they're right. They could be. I found some tissue paper. I'm not sure where I got that, but I must have been given it, or I scavenged it from somewhere. But I liked the flowers on that, so that could be a good collage thing. Got some natural papers. I kind of feel the Japanese theme, that some of these papers will go quite nicely. This has got, it's almost like bits of fibre or something like that through it. I thought that could be quite cool. Again, I found this in my scrapbooking. I must have been making a project at some stage, probably a trifold by the looks of things, but I kind of liked that. I thought that could go quite nice. I have Google translated this. This is no language at all. I think it's a scrapbook, 6x6 pad by somebody, and it's just a made-up writing, but it kind of has that Japanese influence to it, so I like that. Some more paper, some more handmade paper from somewhere. I've got some plain paper, which will probably tea dye that. It's a little bit stark and white. Some mulberry paper. I'm not sure if the colour's right, but once we get close to the project I can have a look. Found this in my stash. I've hoarded this for such a long time, and it's a beautiful sort of like a blue, but it's got like a shot gold through it, so I'm thinking I am going to do gold accents with it. I think those colours will go quite nicely. What else we got? We've got some like a sort of a graph green paper. I've got this blue, not sure about that, but it's got beautiful little bits of blossom and leaves in it, which I thought was quite cool. Some more mulberry paper, but a white one. Oh, and a pinky reddy one with the bits through it, which could be quite nice. This is just a divider that I found. And then I found this, which I thought is going to be awesome. It's one of those die cuts, but I thought the blue, it might go on the cover. It's white on that side, but blue on the other. Found these scrapbook paper, 12 by 12. I like the colours in that. Again, when you look at the tonings and stuff, I think that could go quite nice. And then I went through my wallpaper stash and I found this wallpaper, which I think is going to be quite stunning as well. So that's kind of my thinking of my my next journal. It's going to, look at that, that looks so cool. Those colours are really, really good. And when you put them with that, I think I might be onto a winner here with those colours. So that's kind of my thinking. I'm getting a little bit excited. I always get to that stage where I've started to pull things together and then my brain starts thinking, how am I going to put it all together? Oh, quickly too, I thrifted this a long time ago. It's like a gold necklace. But again, I think the style of it could be a winner for some kind of a closure. And also on the spine, I found these chopsticks, and I wonder if maybe I might, or would that be too tacky? I don't know. I also found a couple of dangles with those colours that were already in my stash. And a long time ago, I thrifted a little Japanese English dictionary. So I think they might go, might masterboard or collage of some description. So I think that's what I'll be doing. So I'll next time you see this, I hope I'll have sorted my life out and worked out which papers I'm going to use and what style of cover I'm going to do, and we'll go from there. We'll do a little series like my other journals of different ephemera pieces, maybe journal topper, and putting it and binding it together. So I hope you join me on that journey, and we'll catch you again soon. Have a great day. Bye for now.